back, everyone, to Rudy's Rant, where we react to things that are happening in today's sports world and comments made by some of our most well known people and give our take on them. I am going to be talking about the Anthony Richardson, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts, how he decided to take himself out of the game on Sunday versus the Houston Texans because he was tired. Yes, he was tired. Before we jump in, thank you to everyone for supporting our channels. If you haven't subscribed yet to Come On Now, the podcast, please jump on over there and subscribe to that channel today. And of course, you are here. So please be sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, ring that bell, and so you can get all the up to the minute content that we drop on this channel. Obviously, this is a building process, so we thank you for your continued support of this channel. Anthony Richardson is a guy that I talked about when he got drafted. He's garbage. That's my opinion of Anthony Richardson. He was garbage at Florida, and he's garbage in the NFL. And the Indianapolis Colts thought in their infinite wisdom that they should draft this garbage can quarterback with the number 4 pick in the draft last year. Now, what I find crazy about this entire situation is that they ignored his complete and utter failure at Florida. He was garbage there, and they still drafted him. And right now, at this point, through how many games have they played? 8 games. He has a QBR of 38.4, completion percentage of 44.4, and he's thrown for 958 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't know how this team has a win. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. They played the Dolphins, and the Dolphins lost to this bum. The Dolphins lost to this bum. This dude this year has played in 6 games. He was 9 of 19, 17 of 34, 10 of 20, 3 of 4, 10 of 24, and 10 of 32. The 10 of 24 was against the Dolphins. He threw for 129 yards, 41.7 completion percentage. This guy is absolutely terrible. He's absolutely terrible. But you know how you endear yourself to people? By working hard, by showing grit, toughness. That's not Anthony Richardson. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to show you what Marcellus Wiley had to say about this situation. I have not actually seen this video. I looked at the title and I'm like, I want to hear what Marcellus Wiley has to say, and I want to do it live, at least in real reaction to it. And I'm not going to play the whole 17-minute video, but I'm going to play a good piece of it here. So let's check this out.
Tapped out because he was tired, boss. Oh my goodness. What am I talking about right here? I'm talking about what makes him think this is acceptable, how the NFL reacted to Anthony Richardson taking himself out of the game. What? A quarterback taking himself out of the game? Boy, don't you know what comes with that position? You got to stay no matter how you play. All right, so let's get into it right here.
I've never heard of a quarterback in the NFL removing himself from a football game. I've never heard of a quarterback in high school removing himself from a football game. It's the one position of which there's only one. And if you lose your job, you may never see it again. So why in the world would you take yourself out? I mean, I would understand if you said, yo, coach, I got to take a shit. I mean, that I could actually understand that you got to run to the bathroom. I mean, if you go old school, you just get a bucket and just shit in the bucket and wipe your ass with a towel. But that'd be the one thing that I could think would be acceptable of taking yourself out of a game. Tired?
Let me not skip that paragraph. Indianapolis Colts quarterback. I went all the way swerving to Anderson. Where you at, boy? Where you at? He had a rough week 8 performance in 23-22. 23-20 loss. Reed Wiley to the Houston Texans in several ways. He completed 10 of 32 passes, 175 yards, the worst accuracy for a quarterback throwing at least 30 passes since 2011. That's a long time. He threw a bad interception near the end of the first half that led to a go-ahead Texas touchdown. Oh, you giving away points and you ain't scoring points? Oh, you sauce. However, in the eyes of many around the NFL, his worst moment came in the third quarter when after a wild play during which he evaded a big sack to get back to the line of scrimmage, he tapped his helmet to lead the game.
I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting a little freeze going on here. Let me check something real quick. Anthony Richardson has the worst. I want to mention this quick. He has the worst completion rate of any quarterback in the NFL starter. He's the worst in the league. His QBR is only better than Gardner Minshew, Will Levis, and Deshaun Watson. His QB rating is the second worst in the NFL by anyone who has started a game at quarterback. That is absolutely crazy. That's crazy. That's unreal. Wow. Let me see if I fix this crap right here. Okay.
Hey, I'm tired, boss. Joe Flacco came in for one play, a handoff that set up a Matt Gay field goal. First of all, if my backup Joe Flacco, last thing I'm doing is this, unless we'll talk through it. Post-game, Richardson acknowledged being tired after the scramble. That isn't sitting well with a lot of people. Ain't no way that came out that man's mouth. Ain't no way he just said, I'm tired.
This man took himself out of the game after a scramble. That's utterly insane. That's insane. His backup is Joe Flacco. Bro, he's not getting his job back because Joe Flacco has now been named starter. Anthony Richardson has been benched. That's something that came up I saw yesterday. Anthony Richardson has been benched. Joe Flacco was the new starter. This man lost his job. I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony Richardson will not be in the league in 2 years. He will not be in this league in 2 years because this is the same guy that you saw at Florida.
Boss. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He got a nose ring like me. Did he?
Man, tired. I ain't gonna lie. That was a lot of running right there, what I did, and I don't think I was gonna be able to go that next play. So I just, just told Sam I just needed a break right there.
He was about to crack a smile. He had a little smirk. He was like, y'all ain't feeling this? Y'all ain't feeling me? Y'all don't understand what I'm going through, the trials, the tribulations of playing quarterback in the NFL. Wow. Let's go back to it. They ain't done. NFL world reacts to Anthony Richardson taking himself out of the game. Pat McAfee said, I'd never seen an NFL quarterback tap out while still being healthy until watching Anthony Richardson.
He said that
You notice it's hard for Pat McAfee since he's the Indy guy. Quarterback is your franchise. The message it sends is loud and influential. Interesting combination, loud and influential. Out here set tripping. What Mac talking about? Let's hear that.
I'd never seen it before. So when a guy taps out of the game, big third down, AFC South Championship basically on the line here for the lead in the division. Everything that we've been this year, massive game. It's Houston Texans. Normally, this second game between these two teams at the end.
Marcellus, I choose your video and you have this blurry shit. Come on, bro. People, I hope your eyes ain't going blind right here. Don't look at the screen, but yeah. He's having set issues too. Let's continue playing what McAfee said.
The end of the year because there's a lot on the line. Guess what? There's a lot on the line right now, especially whenever you talk about playoffs and moving forward. He makes a massive play, takes a big-time shot there, but bounces up. This guy's tough. I like that. I was excited. Tough guy. Takes a shot, gets right back up. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before in my life out of a quarterback, legitimately. And I know I echo the sentiments of everybody else that has tweeted or talked about it or done anything about it. An NFL quarterback doesn't tap out of a game, especially if they're able to go play. That's kind of a part of the position. You know, that is kind of a thing. You're the face of the franchise. Whenever you're tapping out, whenever you're healthy, what message are you sending to everybody in the building, everybody in the locker room, the entire city, the fan base? And I think what it does is it makes people think, like, get this guy the fuck off of our team. You're a professional athlete, okay? You're 22 years old. This is the middle of the season. This is the middle of the season. It's week 8. You're supposed to be in mid-season form. You know, that's what people talk about. This is the middle. Well, he had a hurt hip, they say. He had a hurt hip there. He's only been back for 2 weeks. It's like you can do cardio, okay, and you can do conditioning with a hurt hip and everything like that. And they have all that shit in the building. So I wonder, strength coaches, what the hell is going on over there?
Let's be real about that, though, because you know when you got that hurt hip, we're going to talk.
So real quick, sorry for technical difficulties. I got a new computer, and there's some performance things that you can do with the computer, and I had the wrong setting. That's just why it kind of froze up for a second. But as far as Marcellus Wiley's screen, that was some technical stuff he had going on. I mean, Pat McAfee said it right there. Like, I've never seen that before. Never seen it. So he wasn't in shape? One run made you tired like that? Oh, my goodness. Let's continue with Marcellus.
Man got hurt real. Yeah, I got hurt for real this time, not too real, for real. Let me just make sure when my check engine light is on, I pull off to the side of the road. Maybe it's some of this, maybe it's some of that. I do know one thing. Complaining is contagious. Tell your kids this. As soon as someone lets go of the rope because they complaining or because they tapping out, watch how loose that rope get. Watch the rest of them hands like, shoot, I ain't getting no rope burn. Shoot, you right. Shoot. That's why I do not complain, and I do not allow others around me to complain. I say complain is contagious. I don't let my itty bitties complain. Stop it. Because if you're going through it, let's talk.
He mentions complaining. You don't let your little itty bitties complain. I agree with him. I coach my kids in multiple sports, and it kills me when they start, like, they're walking. Bro, you got one life to live, bro. Get on your feet. Run. You don't walk. If you're too tired, you know what that means? You need to get in better shape. People get tired, I get it. But you got to get in better shape. It's just reality. I mean, to listen to this and read the screen where it says, former offensive lineman Damian Woody, we don't get breaks. We're blocking for you every single play to protect you. And you're going to go sit there and tap your head and ask out of the game? You didn't get your conditioning up. I can't even wrap my mind around that you're asking out of the game. You must be grossly out of shape or something else must be going on. I will say this. If you remember the movie Any Given Sunday, it was a different reason that they all moved out of the way to let Jamie Foxx get his ass knocked out. Steamin' Willie Beeman. But this is another reason that a lineman would say, you know what, fuck you. You're going to get knocked the fuck out. I'm going to move. You're not going to play? What? Bro, I guarantee you the Colts become a better team this year with Joe Flacco at quarterback. I guarantee it. Guarantee. They're 4-4 right now. Watch out for the Indianapolis Colts. As long as Joe Flacco is the quarterback, watch out for the Colts.
But don't you dare spread that poison in the well of others where they're drinking from. So let's just be real careful when we see that happen. Oh, Woody want to go there.
Absolutely. It's poison. Your quarterback is a toxic individual. This is a poison pill that he has spread in this team. He's a quitter. He's a fucking quitter.
Does Woody want to go there? I want to go there with Woody. Let's get this out. Let's go here. Big time. Let's talk.
He would.
Okay, let me speak to the camera. Bro, I'm a former offensive lineman. We don't get breaks. We're sitting blocking for you every single play to protect you.
That part.
Okay? And you're going to sit there and going to tap your and ask out of the game? You need to get your conditioning up. I don't know what I can't even wrap my mind around the fact that you're asking out of a game. You must be grossly out of shape or something else must be going on, but I don't have the luxury as an offensive lineman to tap my helmet to get out of the game. What the hell was that, Rex? I don't understand.
I mean, this actually happened.
It actually happened.
Can you imagine? Like, I've been around this game all my life. All right, literally.
I've never seen a quarterback have to tap out of a freaking. Are you kidding me? Like, this doesn't happen. It's not possible that this actually happens.
To be a guy you got to drag off the field.
He thinks it's acceptable.
Yeah.
What makes you think this is acceptable, kid? Is it the fact that the GM's making the head coach play you? Maybe that's what makes it acceptable.
Wait. He tapped out of the game on that play? On that play. I did not see this, folks. I'm telling you, I didn't even know I didn't even know. He tapped out of the game on that play? He ran 25 yards. He broke one tackle and ran 20 yards. He ran a little, maybe 25, 30 yards. That is what gassed him out? Listen to Rex Ryan. My whole life, I've never seen this before. You would never see a quarterback do this. What the fuck is going on here? Never. That shit's crazy. That shit is crazy. He asked out on a 25-yard run.
Acceptable.
When it comes to physical exertion, no one's job is easier on game day than a quarterback's. Fathom Anthony saying this. I can't fathom him saying it and then getting into the huddle in the fourth quarter and looking guys like him in the eye and saying, like, I need 10-play drive here. Everything you got, I know you're dead. I need you to give me everything you have because we can go win the game right now. I can't imagine, because those guys are going to be like, you same dude that tapped out?
Yeah.
That's the concern.
The whole team is sitting back wondering what the hell he's doing in there at quarterback anyway, when Joe Flacco is clearly the better answer at
Can't believe
quarterback.
he said that.
And so now he says this?
I'm just shocked, man.
If that happened, if you're an offensive lineman and your quarterback did that in a game, what did you tell me this morning was going to happen after the game?
Well, I need to have a talk with you. I need to have a talk with you. I'm sitting here busting my ass to protect you, and you gonna remove yourself from the game voluntarily? What are we doing?
Curse. Go ahead.
What
curse.
are we doing?
You about to say, ninja, please.
I can't. I'm flabbergasted by this. Dan Orlovsky said it also. I'm going to look at my offensive line and say, I need you to get me these 10 plays. You tapped out on a 5-yard run? Oh, my God. This is the worst shit. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in pro football. But you know what? Not a surprise. I'm done watching the video. I think I've heard enough of it. Yeah, this is absolutely preposterous. This is preposterous. This man asked out of a game on a 25-yard run and thinks that he's going to have any respect from that locker room. Everyone knows Joe Flacco is better than him. This is a general manager and an owner of a team saying you have to play this guy. This guy sucks. He sucked at Florida. He was a horrible draft pick and, quite frankly, doesn't belong in the NFL. If you watched him play in college, you know he ain't an NFL player. You know it. He's just a big, strong guy. He's got nothing here. He's got nothing here. He ain't got nothing. He's got nothing. Wow. I agree with Marcellus. I agree with Damian Woody. I agree with Dan Orlovsky. I agree with Rex Ryan. I played high school football as my highest level of football. If my quarterback ever did that, we're not pros. That guy might get his ass kicked in the locker room. It never happened because I've never seen a guy want to give up his spot as the QB. That guy might get his ass kicked in the locker room. That probably won't happen in the NFL, or maybe it will. Maybe that conversation is Damian Woody putting his forearm into Anthony Richardson's throat and saying, if you ever do something like that again, it won't end well. It won't end well for you. Conversation? What conversation needs to be had? This man's got no heart. He's got no fire, no spirit, no competitive drive. He's a pussy. I would never want to have a teammate like Anthony Richardson. Are you fucking kidding me? That bullshit? Oh my word. On a 25-yard run? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to hear what people think about this guy because I've always thought he was garbage. It is one of the worst draft picks ever, and if not the worst draft pick, and unacceptable. You have no respect. You have no respect. You're not playing wide receiver. You're not playing running back. You're playing quarterback. Wow. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Marcellus Wiley said, Rex Ryan, Damian Woody, Dan Orlovsky? Love to hear your feedback. Leave a comment. Pound that like button. Subscribe. I appreciate y'all. It's Rudy'S Rant.